Okay, let's talk about Adama. Admiral Adama is the number 1 military leader. He is a lot of fun to play, and there's not a lot of negatives about him. So his let's talk about his strengths. One of his strengths is that on a skill check, one strength cards count positive for the skill check. That is a great strength if you're a human. It is terrible if you're a Cylon. Well, I shouldn't say it's terrible, but it's not good. It only helps you if you're a human, and so for that reason, he's not the top of my list, or that's one reason. His command authority is great though. After a big skill check, once per game, he can just take all the cards instead of them being discarded. He can just take them all into his hand and just totally fill up his hand, which means he can just really go all in on a skill check and then pull all of his cards and everybody else's cards back once, which is a great. It basically auto passes like 2 skill checks, which is really awesome. Um, Now his downside is really not bad. He can't activate the Admiral's quarters. So in other words, he can't throw people in the brig. He's got to get somebody else to do that, which is really not much of a negative. So there's really not much negative about him. He's for a new player, he is going to be the Admiral if you select him, which that might be a bit of a negative. I mean, it can be a little bit stressful being an Admiral. You've got to pick between 2 destination cards. It's not so hard though. But if I had to pick between as a new player being the Admiral or being the President, I would pick the Admiral. It's definitely more straightforward as far as how to play it. You get the nukes, so it's not so bad. But if you are a Cylon, then this inspirational leader thing is actually a negative. So you end up with 2 negatives if you're a Cylon. So anyway, that's Adama. And next up is going to be Ty.